Alright, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, call Halal Yahweh by Shem Shai. I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, the name of Son Yahweh Shai. I want to say peace and blessings to like the Israel, Shalom, Labakarim, Shayasha Allah, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel, Salakia, known as Great Millstone in these times, Shanikabah, Gawala Rakwab, Zaquanium Noah, Shayasha Allah, Ba'ath. This is going to be just a short lesson. For just to debunk the whole thing of Edomites being able to be saved as well as any other heathens. This is a scripture that they try to use. So I'm going to bring some scriptures to prove that there are no heathens called by His name, and then this calling is not a calling unto salvation; it's a calling for judgment. Okay, all right. So this is let me just get straight into it and try to make this quick. And the scripture that they use here is Amos 9 and 12. I'm going to start at 11 and read down. Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. This is talking about the nation of Israel. Verse 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom, Edom being the so-called white race. You know, you have your Germans, your Dutch, your Russians, you got your American Edomites, then you have your Edomites scattered amongst the other heathens, your Frenchmen, your European Edomite, you got Edomites in South Africa, okay? So there's a remnant of Edom everywhere, alright? So our kingdom is going to be built up in the days of old. Then it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen, which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. So this is where they try to say, all right, see, there's some Edomites, all right, and there's some heathen that are called by His name. All right, so there's two quick scriptures, or a couple of scriptures, to prove that this is not true. All right, this is a different type of calling. This isn't calling unto salvation. This is Second Ezra's. These scriptures you can use. Second Ezra's 3, Second Ezra's 3 and 34. It says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Yashar Allah in Israel. See, the name only found in Yashar Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Those names are for the nation of Israel. The mercies are for Israel. Verse 35. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Right, because those were all given unto the Israelites through the hand of Moses. Verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Alright, so that's cut 1. 2 is Isaiah 63. Remember, 2nd Ezra's the 3rd chapter and Isaiah 63. Now we know that Isaiah 63 starts off with a prophecy about Edom. Who is it that coming from Edom? With dyed garments from Basra. That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in greatness of his strength, I will speak in righteousness, mighty to save. This is talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay? Now to prove that, when you go down further, let me just read further. It says, verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and one of the people, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. This is the precept that links up with that, Revelations 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, which of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Alright, which we're reading it in Isaiah 63. That's the prophecy. Alright, I'm going to tie this in with the whole calling of the name. It's going to tie back in here. But this is to prove that 63 is talking about Yahweh Shai, because he is the one to bring salvation. He is the one to be called upon to receive salvation. And they try to use this Amos 9 and 12, where it says, which are called by my name, to say that the heathen, the Edomites, can make it. So to link up with Isaiah 63, Revelation 19, continuing in verse 11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. Alright, it said his vesture was dipped in blood, right? And here it says, and their blood shall sprinkle my garments. So that's how we know that's talking about Yahushua. Okay, now when we go further into Isaiah 63, towards the end, it says this. Now this is in reference to Israel. In contrast, when you go back and read the chapter, read it for yourself. It's in contrast to Israel, which receives the mercies. So I'm picking up further in verse 17. It says, O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and hardened our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance, which we know that's the tribes of Jacob, 12,000 from each tribe, and the elect spoken of in Revelation, the 7th chapter, verse 18. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while, and our adversaries, these Edomites, and these other heathens, have trodden down thy sanctuary. And you can read about that in the time of the Maccabees. Alright, it says, we are thine, thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. Alright, so these Edomites are Edomites and these heathen, where it says, which are called by thy name, is for what? It's for judgment. Alright, picking up in Revelations 19 and verse 14, it says, and the armies which were in heaven followed upon him with white horses, clothed with fine linen, and white and clean. Now, let me read verse 15 too. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty. Okay, and that is talking about Yahushua. Okay, because when you come back here, Isaiah 63 and 3, I have trod on the winepress alone. All right, now it's just one more point about this. It says the heathen which are called by his name. All right, that they're being called for what? For the destruction that's coming to spark off World War III, which they're surely going to lose to Yahushua and the elect. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. This is the Lord calling them. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshare into swords and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Hey, just now Iran just fired a ICBM over to Syria recently, hitting ISIL. So things are sparking up. These are the heathens being called by his name. All right, remember. Assemble yourselves, come ye, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh Shemel. Let the heathen be weakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, being called Yahweh Shaphat, the Most High's judgment. Alright? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, alright? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel is near in the valley of decision. So that just proves the point, man. Alright, in Amos 9 and 12, there's no salvation in it for the heathens or Edom. Alright, the only ones called by the name of the nation of Israel. Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. They're being called for judgment and destruction. Alright, only Yahshua Allah is receiving salvation from Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. I hope some edification came out of this lesson. I want to say, call hello, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. Again, double honors to our elders and apostles who labor in this truth, and all the sincere Akim and Akwathium. Shalom.